Welcome to the Assured Soccer Profit System. Now, this in brief video presentation is designed to just give you the meat of the system in case you don't want to read the full web page below. Now, this is best viewed in full screen if you can do it, and to the bottom right of this video you should find a little button that you can click on to turn the video into full screen. So what is it? Well, it's a betting exchange based system. So understanding how to lay as well as back a bet is kind of essential. Now, it requires access to in-play soccer markets, and if you've doubts about being able to use Betfair in play where you are, then I suggest you don't purchase. All of our tests and results are based on betfair.com, but it will work on other exchanges that offer in-play soccer markets. You need a betting exchange account, a computer, and a good internet connection. These are essential if you want to use ASP successfully. It all happens around just one soccer market. It's user-friendly, even if you've never traded soccer before, and we take you through every step. The strategy requires laying and backing, and it uses modest funds compared to many other laying-based systems. Are you new to Betfair or new to lay bets? Well, that's not a problem. You can download and read my guide to laying free before you buy, or even once you've joined. To do that, just fill in your details across the page here to the right of this video as you're looking. So let's move on to the big questions that people normally ask. Here's the first. Can I use this if I work full time? Well, the answer is yes. I mean, soccer is very much an all year round, almost 24-hour now event, and it's played all over the world, of course. Evenings and weekends are generally the busiest periods, but you can be doing other things, you'll be pleased to know, at the same time. So how risky is this to use? Well, we believe it's very limited risk. If you don't rush, you take the time to learn, you'll be fine. This is a safe system as long as you don't rush it and you don't panic. And the best bet is to paper trade it first until confident. Now, I know a lot of people say, oh yes, I'll paper trade it first, but I mean it, really. Just run it through, watch the Betfair exchange market, run it through on paper and see how you get on. Do I have to sit at my computer all of the time and watch the games? Well, no, you don't. A bet before kickoff is the norm, and a bet or some bets in play follow. Now, if you use score alert sites, they let you know when you need to take further action through some form of audible alarm. In real time, games take no more than 5 to 10 minutes of literal hands-on work, and that's a maximum, I believe. Do I need a large betting bank to use this? No, you don't. £200 to £300 as a betting bank is more than enough. One game, following our recommended staking levels, requires a maximum of £50 to £60 in funds. But you could and you should start smaller. Anyone can deal with 2 or 3 games at the same time, and if you want to do more games, then clearly you need more funds. Do remember, though, that it is betting, and you can and you sometimes will lose when you bet on games. So how much can I really expect to make from this? Well, everyone's results will be different, so there's no accurate answer, and that's not a cop-out. It just comes down to this: how much are you staking? How many games do you trade? How much do you use the site resources? It really is worth learning everything you can before jumping in, and everything you need to learn is contained within the membership package, and that's a fact. Could I use larger stakes than those recommended? Of course you can, but look, not at the beginning, okay? Learn first, become an expert. It doesn't take long to become an expert. I guarantee if you study just 25% of the membership content on this site, you will be an expert compared to most. Are there losing games? It's an obvious question, and of course there are losing games. Nothing wins all of the time. You could even get 3 or 4 losing games on the trot, but overall it will win for you if you stick with it and learn it properly. Look, only quitters lose in the end with this strategy, and that's also a fact. Keep your stakes low at first. I really can't stress that enough. Keep your stakes low at first so that if you get it wrong, it doesn't hurt you. Paper trade, keep those stakes. As you get better at it, as your confidence grows, then you will start to win more and more often. And what stake levels do you advise at first? Well, look, we suggest around £4 to £10 per game at first, and that's just a guide. There is no hard and fast rule. Now, this isn't small fry, because even retaining around £3 to £5 profit per game, this can actually average over £20 per day if you did it every day from 4, 5 or 6 games. Now, these can be spread over 2 to 3 hours, these games, as most games for us are actually over with at half time. But also these games could be spread over the course of the day. And when you become really competent, of course, you can do multiple games all at the same time. You decide entirely on your comfortable staking level and on how many games you do at a time. So if so many buying the system, will this affect my ability to use it? No, absolutely no. The soccer market is huge and still growing and could easily take 50 times the member levels we have and not be affected at all. I've been asked this question one way or another now for well over 10 years, and the markets still keep growing and there are never liquidity issues. Clear guidance anyway is given on liquidity, and not everyone will use this at the same time. You must remember that. And do you know what? There are never as many users as you think. Now, you're going to have more questions, and actually, if you do, just email John at assuredsoccerprofits.com. Very simple, John at assuredsoccerprofits.com, and I will attempt to answer any question I can that you have. Just send it to me. If you have enough information to jump in, look below down the website page, and any silver button below will get you in now. Otherwise, feel free to read the web page that follows in full. Now, this is just what you need if you're sick of buying systems that simply don't work. Does it have a pedigree? Well, yeah, absolutely. ASP has been available now for over 2 years, although I've been known to close membership from time to time, and then owing to customer pressure and various pressures from other websites, then open it again. And I've been developing exchange-based betting strategies now for well over 10 years. In addition to ASP, I'm credited with being the original creator of the lay the draw system, which I created back in 2003. So you could say that I know my soccer trading. Always please remember, this is a gambling product. Never ever gamble with money you cannot afford to lose. Be sensible, watch and read all the material first. Just relax and take your time. You will have continual access to all the material to go back to as much as you like. It's a one-off payment and it gets you access to all of the content, and you have access for as long as Assured Soccer Profits exists. Okay? And there's no doubt that your experience with Assured Soccer Profits will be different to the next person's. It's just a fact of life, and it depends on how you use it. If you keep it sensible and take the time you need to learn the strategy in full, then I assure you this will repay your investment over and over if you let it. I said earlier, and I'll say it again, it's only people that quit on this that lose. Eventually, given the time to learn, you will become a soccer trading expert. We have a refund policy. See our terms and conditions at the bottom of the web page to get the full detail on that. But please, I ask you, don't buy this unless you know that soccer trading is likely to be your thing. If you're in doubt about that, then don't buy. It does require some work, it does require some study of the material, and it needs some attention during a game. But we provide everything you'll need to turn you into a highly profitable soccer trader. I recommend that before you go ahead, just take a close look at our customer testimonials above. These are real and genuine feedback from people that have used Assured Soccer Profits. Thanks for paying attention, and all the best.